Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. Today we have the Sunday New York Times crossword from November 9th, 2025. The constructor is Amie Walker. Will Shorts is the editor, and the title of today's puzzle is Swing States, which will be some kind of hint to the theme. I hope we don't have another themeless Sunday as we had last week. All right, one across, prepares for baking as flour, sifts. I think something you do to flour before baking. Tie the knot for one down. Don't know. 19 across, popular Japanese beer. Asahi is a brand of beer as well as a newspaper, I think. 23 across, iconic line from Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver. That's the "you talking to me" line. Tie the knot could be "say I do." You talking to doesn't quite fit. Maybe we have to elide some letters somewhere. Figure with equal angles. Isosceles is a kind of, or maybe isogon. Like a polygon is a many-edged shape. Iso means the same. I think gon means edge. Just based on that, so I think an isogon would have equal lengths of side, so that might give us equal angles. I'm not sure about the geometry there. Chance for supporters to induct athletes into the All-Star game for 3 down. Don't know that. 4 down, you can say blank again. You can say that again. River deposit could be silt for 5 down. Could this be U and T in the same square to give us you talking to me? No other option for me. 27 across. Maybe I gotta. What was the title of the puzzle? Swing State. Do we have maybe 2-letter state abbreviation that changes? UT is the abbreviation for Utah. I don't know what the down would be. What distinguishes bet from vet in Hebrew? I think those are letters, and there's a dot that changes the pronunciation from b to v sound. 38 across, don't see this movie rating. 1 star, perhaps. So this could be a fan vote. So for the across clue, we put UT in that highlighted square, and then we get you talking to me. For the down, we put NV in this square, and we get fan vote. And UT is the state abbreviation for Utah, NV for Nevada. So we're swinging between 2 state abbreviations to make the clues work. I think that may be what is going on. 24 down, The Blank Smith Show. Apple TV offering. Don't know that. 6 across, Joan of Arc for 1. She is a saint, which in French would be sainte with an E at the end. 1002 in Old Rome. Oh, that's probably, I think the Roman numeral 1002 would be MII, M for 1,000, and then II for the 2. Maybe martyr for what Joan of Arc was. Martyr. Then 7 down, peace Nobelist Kofi Annan. I think he was former Secretary General of the UN. Kiwi or ostrich. Ratite is a word I learned from crosswords. Birds that have that kind of shape like a kiwi or an ostrich or an emu, I think, is also a ratite. 9 down, like the teams of Starsky and Hutch and Cheech and Chong. Don't know. West African crop for what 10 down could be yam. So this is a Y. That's the A. Bread for a corned beef sandwich. You put corned beef on rye with mustard, typically. In a way, for 20 across, sort of, in a way. Starsky and Hutch and Cheech and Chong are two what? Twosomes? A conical. Oh, this is a. Sorry, 28 across, early chat app with a buddy list, in brief. That's the early AOL instant messaging. Was that what it was called? AIM, AOL instant messaging? Maybe this is two-man for Starsky and Hutch and Cheech and Chong. 38 across, or 32 across, sorry, is reminder to oneself. No, 33 down, muse of lyric poetry. I think that's errato, another crossword standby. Let's try two-man for the way we describe Starsky and Hutch and Cheech and Chong teams. Reminder to oneself. No, 34 down, bathroom to Mary Poppins. Could be the loo or the laboratory for short. 35 down, like a foot that's fallen asleep. Your foot would be numb if it's fallen asleep. So mental note for 32 across, reminder to oneself. The Blank Smith Show. Kamal Smith would be a name that makes sense. Seasoned rice dish for 43 across is probably rice pilaf. Okay, so mental note looks right. I've had it. Enough is enough. And I see HI could be a state abbreviation for Hawaii. So let's see what we get for the downs. 29 down, after dinner, brandy. Cognac would be an after dinner brandy, I think. Prefix meaning all is omni from Greek. 53 across, incompatibility. No, and 59 across, AP math subject. Maybe calculus. Abbreviated. Subject is abbreviated in the clue, giving us a hint. We're going to use an abbreviation in the answer as well. 12 across, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahamas. Come on, pretty mama. So I think it is an isle. Both of the Aruba and Jamaica are islands. 21 across is exam for a future OB-GYN. And MCAT is the exam you take to get into medical school in the U.S. 25 across, have a little snack. Nosh might fit. 12 down, treat me like an adult mom. I'm not a kid anymore. I like I'm not is the beginning, and I like nosh for have a little snack, to have a little bite to eat. Servings at teas for 13 down could be scones, or scones, as I think the British say. 14 down, hold up well, to last. And 15 down, way to get online. Ethernet, is that still a thing? I remember when I used to have Ethernet cable to get online with my computer long ago. 29 across, challenges, or to challenge something is to contest it. To contest, to challenge. Residue on Santa's suit could be soot. Covered in soot from his head to his foot. Isn't that a line from the poem? 16 across, pinochle action. Don't know. 22 across, www.asu.blank. That's probably .edu would be the suffix for a university. Web address. End of Ramadan feast for 26 across is Eid Mubarak, as they say. Disappointing firework is a dud, so that goes in for 18 down. 17 down, au contraire. Au contraire, mon frère. Don't know. And V8 component. I wonder if it is the vegetable juice here, not the V8 engine, but V8 vegetable juice probably has beet juice in it as one of the 8 vegetable juices that go into V8. I guess you would probably bid. Pinochle is some kind of card game. It might involve bids. I disagree for au contraire. To ease at the end. MLB shortstop Miguel Rojas. Miggy Rojas. I've had it. Enough is enough. So I think we put HI, the abbreviation for Hawaii, in the across answer. Leave the rest the same. 37 down would be pistachios eaters discard, the shell of the pistachio nut. Animation sheet is a cell for 55 across. That's what the individual frame of animation is called. 46 across, call it a night, is to retire for the evening. And 60 across, intuitive sense. You have a feel. Your spidey sense is tingling. You can just feel it. So what would be the down for 12 down? Another state abbreviation, 2-letter state abbreviation that goes in here. I'm not is it AL for Alabama? Or is it AK for Alaska? And then I'm not a kid anymore. That would fit. AKD anymore. So that would work with AK for the down and HI for the across. Incompatibility for 53 across. Is that a bad act? A bad fit. Yeah, that you're just incompatible for this job. You're a bad fit. Pet biting pest for 54 down is a flea. And 42 down Spamalot co-creator from the Monty Python crew, Eric Idle, is one that fits there with the letters we have. Okay, let's try that. 50 across, part of STEM for short, science, technology, engineering, and math. Let's try tech for short. 47 across, something a majorette twirls. A drum majorette might twirl a baton. To lead the band, 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets right behind. So we'll put in BCCs for 47 down, emails discreetly. Bunches and bunches, that could be a lot or a ton. We'll get some crossing letters for that. 49 down, sightseeing excursion. Might be a trek or a trip. Pristine for 39 down. I think spotless would fit nicely there. So what is 56 across? To form a clump is to clot. Woulda, shoulda connector. Woulda, coulda, shoulda is the phrase. So I think a lot for bunches and bunches. And 67 across was gone in a flash. Streaked, maybe. So sightseeing excursion, not trek, but tour. And then streaked would be, I think, the sense of nakedness is implied here. Streaking is to run around naked. To flash is to also display your, you know what I'm getting at there. Okay, 62 down, Lottie blank, Lottie da. Wager, make a bet or take a bet. Certain expectant parent, a mom to be. So maybe we've got another state abbreviation in here. I think that's what it is, mom to be. MT would be Montana. What is scarce? Few and far between. WA, I think, is Washington. WAND, far between, gives us rare. So WA for the down. MT, Montana for the across. Then we finish OBE to make mom to be. I'm not typing in the letters yet. I'm going to do that at the end. 51 down, whisper affectionately is to coo. And in a moment or two, we'd bill and coo. And never even know what we'd fought about. 52 down, Howard and Spellman for two. Oh, that is, I was trying to figure out how an HB could begin a word, but I think those are both historically black colleges or universities, Howard and Spellman. So HBCUs is the answer for that. 58 down, reduces as anxiety, eases anxiety. Very light, light spelled like you would use for a diet product or a low-calorie product, or in this case, a no-cal product, very light. GI Entertainment Group is the USO. Moisturizing product is a serum, a moisturizing product, maybe. I think of it more like a medicine. Nocturnal primate of the Indian forest. I think it's loris. I've seen this in another crossword. It's not a word I knew then, and I'm only trying to remember it now. I think loris is right, some kind of primate. Actress Thurman is Uma, pretty more confident about that for 76 down. 83 across, gymnast Biles is Simone Biles, and then wrapped garment, I think, is a sari. So I think loris, I think I'm remembering that correctly, is the nocturnal primate of the Indian forest. 65 across, Sam of Jurassic Park. Sam Neill played, what was his, I don't remember the character's name, but he was one of the paleontologists in that. 70 across, you get the picture. That could be yada yada, and I feel like we might have some, there's too many letters to fit in there, so we might need another state abbreviation. 66 down, language in which 1, 2, 3 is Neung Song Sam. I don't know those words, but that sounds like it might be Lao for a three-letter language beginning with L. 60 down, handcrafted items and a fishing tackle box. Fly ties, something like that. Meme, feline. Is that a lol cat? A cat featured in a meme. 71 down, blank breaky heart is achy breaky heart. Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart. 72 down, Paul Blank, there will be blood actor. Don't know. 73 down, bunches and bunches. Here's bunches and bunches again. Maybe this one is a ton for that T that we've got. Maybe this is just yada yada, only one D in each yada. I don't know Paul's last name. Sorry, I don't think so. No. And wear for just a moment, say, could be to try on a garment. And Paul Dano. All right. Yeah, that sounds plausible. I can't quite picture that actor. 60 down, handcrafted items, fly lures. Okay, that seems to fit. Show host is the MC, the master of ceremonies of a show, the MC. Rain clouds, nimbus clouds are rain clouds. I think NIMBY, we're going to use the Latin plural for that. Okay, but that's the top half of the puzzle done. Elevated seabed. A shelf, like the continental shelf. I think that might fit. Frozen Queen for 68 down is Elsa. Wager. So yeah, make a bet. Don't dilly-dally for 81 across. Let's try ASAP as soon as possible. Traveler's check in brief. If 57 down continues with make a bet. The traveler's check. Former QB Manning for 82 down. That's Peyton. Phobia is fear. Tournament advantages could be buys. If you get a buy in the tournament, you skip around, don't have to play. 94 down. Beauty spot could be a spa where you get beauty treatments. Okay, so what is going in 87 across? Is that another, do we need another doubled letter here? Travelers check. Nothing seems like, nothing makes sense to me there. Let's figure out, let's keep going. Come back to that. 78 across, emergency alerts for short. All points bulletin, maybe, APBs. 86 across, Philippa of the original Hamilton cast. Philippa Sue played Eliza, I think, or Angelica, one of those. 91 across, put your wallet away. It's on me. Yeah, and we'll probably use another state abbreviation. New Balance competitor. ASICS is another gym shoe manufacturer. 79 down, eye on a spud. The eyes are the little bits of the potato that grow into new potatoes. I guess they're potato seeds or potato something. 80 down, what strong leadership may be perceived as. No. So it's on me, I think is the answer, but I don't know which letter will be affected by the state abbreviation. 92 down, city that's home to the Munch Museum, or the Munch Museum. Edvard Munch painted the Scream, that painting. Look at the guy going like this on the bridge. I think that hangs in Oslo. So I think we put an S here, and this will be an NM. That's the abbreviation for New Mexico. It's on me. All sales final. No, any activities on them need to be wound up. Cassette tapes. That fits, okay. The reel-to-reel or the cassette tapes that I listened to most of my music on as a kid, and you had to rewind them at the end. Strong leadership may be perceived as bossiness. I think that fits. So that's 80 down. And circus prop. A stilt walker could be in a circus. 109 across, 1990s ABC sitcom about kids growing up without their parents. On Our Own. I don't think I saw that show, but it does ring a bell. So we put 2 letters in here, and then 87 down, all sales final. No returns. Put an N there, OR for Oregon in that highlighted square. And then we finish the phrase with URNS to make no returns. And what is traveler's check? An NBA referee. An NBA ref would check against traveling, which is a violation in basketball. Okay, so that works. That did not come easily. Crate and barrel product. A storage bin, maybe? 98 down is Ethel Fugard novel, adapted as an Academy Award-winning film. Could that begin with TSO? Not that I can think of. 115 across, Homer Simpson's dad, I think is Abe, if I remember. Do a restaurant job to bus dishes. And then sponsored spots are advertisements or ads. So Organization for Lawyers is the American Bar Association for 115 down. And 79 down, a potato bud. They're buds. Yeah, they grow into potatoes if you bury them in the ground. That is the I on the potato. So we're going to put NM here for the across and OR for the down in that one. Storage bin looks like it's right. Repetitive way of learning for 116 across is wrote. The N in ENT. ENT is an ear, nose, and throat doctor. So nose was the N. Hide. Could be skin. Hide like pelt. Corner chess piece is a rook. Yes. Tsotsi. I don't know that novel name or a film name. But that fits with storage bin. Is that something you'd buy at Crate and Barrel? Maybe. I could be wrong. Goads into action. Eggs on. 100 down. Airport near Puget Sound. Puget Sound is near Seattle. SeaTac is the Seattle-Tacoma Airport. 111 across. Blank pal. A rhyming friend. Could be a gal pal. 117 across. Telegraph pioneer. Or its description of 4 squares in this puzzle. A telegraph pioneer. Western Union. That's a name I associate with telegraphs. And the states we've got so far are Utah, Nevada, Hawaii, and Alaska. Maybe they were united by a telegraph line, probably an undersea one. Here we had Montana and Washington. They could be linked by a telegraph line, okay? And then New Mexico and Oregon. Yeah, so these are all western states that may be unified by, or maybe it's just the sense that they're unifying the across and the down answer, just like Western Union, United States with a telegraph. Luck-based card game. War is a card game. 118 down, The Life of a Showgirl for Taylor Swift. Is that part of her Eras tour, maybe? Yuck could be blech. And 119 down, Rocks Blank Speedwagon, REO Speedwagon. Then we get Like Someone Who Experiences Little to No Amorous and Sexual Attraction, for short. Aro is aromantic. Ace can be short for asexual. I guess that's aro ace. Not an answer I've seen. I've seen both of those. I've seen aro used in the puzzle. I haven't seen aro ace used as a combination of those two characteristics, but I think that works. 126 across. Blank Cucamonga, California. Could be Rancho Cucamonga. Yep. Funny O'Brien is Conan O'Brien. 101 across. Best of collections. Box sets, maybe. State that spans 2 time zones. Could be Texas. Let's try box sets for the best of collections. 108 across. Home Shopping Channel. Could be HSN, the Home Shopping Network. Leave with no doubt. To assure. 113 down. Has an evening meal to sup. To have your supper is to sup. Grumpy mood. You could be in a snit, maybe if you didn't get your supper. Like onagers and zebras. I think both striped animals. EH. This could be assure for leave with no doubt. Maybe equine. There's some kind of shopping network. QVC, that's what it is. There's a QVC network as well. Equine is the adjective for horse-like creatures. Wine, specialty of the Burgundy region. Pinot is a kind of wine where you might put on a show. A TV room? You might have a TV room in your house, and that might be where you put the show on to watch. Air freshener choices are scents, and features of some wine glasses are stems. So S will finish the puzzle, and then we need to put in our themed rebus answers. And rather than using the rebus controls, I'm going to try just using the first letter of one of the states in question, and I think the software will recognize that. Put an H there for Hawaii. It's on me, so N for New Mexico. And where is the last one? Right up here. Mom to be, so M for Montana, and I think that will finish the puzzle. Oh, at least one square's a miss. I wonder if we have to put in the full rebus, but rather than do that, I'm just going to reveal the puzzle and see. Maybe I've got an error somewhere as well, but let's reveal the puzzle. Reveal anyway. Okay, so yes, all of the crossing squares are marked as errors. So it wanted us to actually type that in. That's fine. I'm not gonna. I think that was a good time-saving measure to just do that. Do I have anything else wrong? That's what I'm afraid of. If those four things are the only errors, then that's fine. That was deliberate on my part. Okay, so yeah, and you can see why I didn't want to type this in. That's just too much pain and aggravation. We knew what we needed to put in the puzzle, so that's fine. We put Utah and Nevada in there. Then we get you talking to me for the across answer, fan vote for the down answer, and so forth. So two state abbreviations go into each square to tie the across and the down answer together, make them make sense, and that was our swing state puzzle today. All right, so 26 minutes and 27 seconds for a Sunday puzzle is a pretty good time for me. Doesn't get into the difficult territory of over 30 minutes like I sometimes stray into. Okay, so we figured out the theme, we solved the puzzle, we got everything right. That was a fun way to spend a half hour or so. What were some of the good clues? Western Union turned out to be the revealer. Streaked. That was kind of a clever clue. Was gone in a flash. Streaked and flashing. Both words for burying your private parts. Beet juice for V8 component. That was a clever one. I like that. And Aero Ace. Yeah, I haven't seen those two used together in an answer before, so that's a first for me. I've probably been done before. All right, thanks so much for joining me. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.